Hi guys, and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we will be trial fitting the outside sill to the Escort and hopefully getting it tacked into place. So this is where we left off in the last video. All the sill is all welded in. So in this video we're going to try and get the outside sill into position. We're going to get all this crap cut off and yeah, get it into position, hopefully get it tack welded in. And we've also got my little mate's come out to see us today, but I don't know how he looks very interested, doesn't he? I don't know how long he'll be out here once the old welder starts kicking in, but he's come out to say hello. But also we've also got to look at doing something with this under here. I do believe on the other side I split it here and pushed this back and then welded it to this piece. But we've got to do some work with this inner wheel arch. I have bought a new inner wheel arch and outer wheel arch, but how much I'm going to cut out I'm not sure. But as with the other side, I managed to put the sill on, but the detail on the back of the sill is slightly different to what it should be on the Escort. The wheel arch, the new replacement wheel arch is correct. So even if we weld this sill on, we're going to probably end up cutting it off here and then running the sill down to it. But we will do that, or I'll explain more when we come to that point. So I'm going to start with getting this cut out. Once that's out, I'll get the outside sill on and I'll drop back in. I won't record this because you've seen it before on the other side. So I'll get this cut out and I'll see you in a second. So there you are, guys. After a couple of hours of on and off and little bits of cutting here and there, I've got this all nice and flush here and here, and that will set the height as we work around cutting this in, basically using the cut and butt method again. Let this in and it will work its way into its position. All the inside's been sprayed with weld through primer. Oh, buggy hell. Oh, how it hit the phone. Right. All the holes have been punched through for the spot welds all the way to the back. And here, you may be wondering what I did with the inner sill where it met the inner wheel arch. I haven't done anything yet because when we do this wheel arch, we'll probably end up cutting it down here, which will then expose this corner again, and then we can weld this and that bit of inner sill together before the outside wheel arch goes on. Yeah, we've also got a tiny little hole here which we can then fill once it's in place. But what I wanted to do is keep the original shape of the door aperture there, because this new sill, it was slightly different. So by keeping this in line and we let this piece in, the door still fits nicely in this curve here. So that's why I've cut that out like that. But what I'll do now is set up the camera and we start working our way around it and getting it all welded into place. So I'll get that sorted out now. So guys, this is what I've taken out of the sill on the driver's side. As you can see, it was not in the greatest of condition. I mean, this has sat in the garden for a little bit. My boy took it out into the garden the other day, so hence why it looks a bit rustier than what it actually was. And this is now what we've got that we're left with. That's the new sill, all welded in, which I think has come out pretty well, to be honest. There's a couple of little pinholes I've still got to weld in here, and also along here like we did on the passenger side. But what I'll do is I'll get the car out onto the drive, and then I can open the door nice and wide, and I can get actually in there to just finish off the welding along that cut there. But what we do is we just nip round to get the door open. That's that bit. Obviously you can still see the line here, but I think by the time we fill here, it will come out quite nicely. Plus we still got to work here for the wheel arch. We still got to cut a bit of the sill out there. Hence why I've not welded it all the way up at the bottom here. Plus we're getting quite close to the fuel tank, so I need to look at taking the fuel tank out, and obviously the neck, to be able to work on the inner and outer arch, but that's going to be another video. But I think you agree that's come out okay. I've given it a coat of etch primer to protect it. You can see here is where the joint was, but it's actually come out really well. And this little bit here, I need to just weld a little piece in here because I wanted to keep the original curve of the original bit of the body rather than use the bit of the new sill. So I'll let a piece in here, and we've finished cleaning this up. A little bit there just to finish up. Oh, I think that spot weld there needs doing. But other than that, there's a few little pinholes that want addressing, but it's actually come out quite well. Oh, I didn't prime that bit, so I just need to clean up and prime that. But yeah, it's still on when you stand on it, so it must be right. So there we are, guys. That's the driver's sill all welded in. I apologise that this video has been a lot of time lapse. The video's been put together over a couple of weeks, but also I did a more in-depth video on the passenger side when we did that, so I didn't want to repeat myself again on a lot of stuff on the driver's side. So I just felt it was a bit easier just to time lapse that, show you guys that it's all been done, and all been done nicely. I want to thank everyone for all their support and all the comments, so do please keep them coming. I do try my best to answer all of your comments. Also, if you are not a subscriber, do please consider subscribing, because it is really helping grow the numbers and grow the channel. So thank you very much for you guys that have subscribed. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.